wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Quan, and with me, as always, is Sam Brooks.
No, you did it wrong, mate. We're not starting the show until you do it properly, mate.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Quan, and with me, as always, is Samuel Brooks.
Closer, but not entirely there. You know, you're missing out a key bit of information here.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. With me, as always, is Samuel L. Brooks.
Wait,
I don't know what your middle name is.
Wait,
I have no idea.
Wait, do you think my middle name begins with L? Like Samuel L. Jackson? Is that what we...
that's where my brain went to.
I am your new Suplah Pride of Predictions champion!
This is awesome.
Samuel L. Brooks, apparently. You stupid idiot. What were you thinking predicting all of those wrong predictions? How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel to be humbled? How does it feel to be humbled and have your championship put back on the shoulder of who it belongs to?
It's like a big poopy fart.
Do you write for Rick and Morty?
I mean, they need a new writer, so...
Oh, put your name in the hat, Andrew!
Yes, Mr. Poopy Butthole.
But anyway, enough of creepy guys talking to minors about creepy shit.
Jesus.
It's time for the Royal Rumble, Andy. It's been and gone, and I came out on top, as I normally do. And I am now your Pride of Predictions champion, because my total points were actually above 0. Unlike somebody who predicted so many wrong things for so many points that he actually went sub-0.
Well, like the Mortal Kombat character.
If you want to try and save face at all, yes, Andy, like the Mortal Kombat character.
Wonderful.
I have a winning number of 17 points. And Andy Quan has -9. Shall we run down the event and run down our predictions, see what we thought would happen, see what didn't happen? Did you watch it live?
I didn't watch it live, but I watched it the next day.
I watched it live with the company of Liam Dunn, Keelan Balderson, Carmen Antonelli, and Brendan Davis, all at various stages in the night on our private Suplah Discord.
Oh, very good.
Which
I
you
watched
weren't
it
there
with...
for, because you were probably asleep like an old man.
I'm old and I can't do this thing.
I mean, saying that honestly, I really shouldn't mock you, because for the entire day afterwards, I was like, I can't keep fucking doing this. I can't stay up until fucking 5 a.m. to watch wrestling anymore. I can't do it. I'm not biologically fit enough to do this anymore.
I can't. I mean, even with AEW shows, I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it.
Like, literally, they started off with a men's rumble, and I was like, oh no, my energy's gonna be gone. I had to leave the voice chat at the end of it, because I was fucking so exhausted. I just typed in text throughout the rest of the night. That's how bad it was.
And the plus side is, because it's on a Saturday, I've got the Sunday off, and so there's maybe a lot of people, so I can just watch it the next day. There's no need to stay up, so...
But I have to know what happens as it happens. I need to know. Well, I need to know that Cody Rhodes wins the Rumble like we fucking predicted 8 months ago.
And he won by last eliminating number 1 Gunther.
Now, this Rumble, alright. We made a lot of predictions. For most predictions of any match throughout the night. So... Let's go alphabetically, alright, in terms of predictions. Let's go. You put down a wager of 1 point that Big E would enter the Men's Rumble.
That was the dumbest thing I have ever said.
Big E did not enter the Men's Rumble.
Oh, he did not.
You lost a point.
I think he wasn't even cleared.
No. Why would you do this?
I don't know.
You wanted to see him.
Yeah, I was like, this is a John Cena moment.
Yeah. Okay, no, interestingly, before this pay-per-view even fucking started, you were actually in the lead on points, because on Friday Night SmackDown, Brock Lesnar announced that he would be in the Men's Rumble match. Cast your minds back. You bet a point that he would be in it. I bet 2 points that he would not be in it. So already, we started off with me at -2 and you at 1 point. So that was
Good.
bad for me on fucking Saturday morning. Waking up to that fucking news. But then, by the end of the night, didn't matter. Because, yeah, we all saw how it went. You predicted 1 point that Brock Lesnar would have the most eliminations in the Men's Rumble.
I was completely wrong. He got eliminated super quick.
Yeah, by Bobo Lashley. Which I'm like,
But,
cool, good. Make Bobo Lashley your new star, please.
Yeah.
He actually had 3 eliminations. Not the
Yes, he
most,
did.
but 3 eliminations, which was up there, but it wasn't the most. I predicted that Gunther would actually have the most eliminations in the Men's Rumble. I predicted 2 points on this. And I was right. He actually shares the amount of eliminations with Cody. They each had 5 eliminations. So I won myself 2 points there.
But then he does. Wait, why do you get 2 points for that? It's a draw, so surely that's not.
No, it's not, because
statement.
it's safe to say that Gunther had the most eliminations in the Men's Rumble.
Yeah, but he and Cody Rhodes did.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that Gunther didn't have the most eliminations in the Rumble, does it? Andy, it's 2 points. It's 2 points, mate. You're not going to win. Let it go.
No.
Cody Rhodes wins the Men's Rumble. 5 points to me. You thought Sami Zayn would win. You bet 5 points. He wasn't even in the Rumble.
Yeah.
You lose 5 points. Although, to be fair, there wasn't really a way we could have seen that coming, because who the fuck... I said this as soon as the Men's Rumble started. I was like, they're opening the show with the Men's Rumble? When the fuck did they ever do that? Have they ever done that before?
I think they've done it before, because there's 2 Rumbles. I'm just going to go
They may have done it in 2018, actually, with the, because they had the women's one main event, but I don't even know if it opened. I genuinely can't remember the last time a Men's Royal Rumble opened the actual pay-per-view. I'm fine with it not being the main event, but to open the fucking show with it?
Yeah, I don't quite...
Seemed crazy to me. But
yeah.
Nevertheless, a couple more stats here. We bet on Jay White entering the Rumble. He did not.
Yep, that was another thing.
I won a point from that. You lost a point from that.
Damn it.
Why did you think he'd be in it, mate?
I don't know.
Because everyone else online was saying he might be. Oh.
And then I thought, yes.
That means he's confirmed. Well, in fact, no. He's actually probably not even signed away from New Japan yet. So, neither here nor there. It was only a point, small points. However, we each predicted a fair amount of points that Matt Cardona, also known as Zack Ryder, would enter the Rumble.
Nope.
He did not enter the Rumble. So, we both lost that. Matt Cardona did not enter. I lost 3 points. Zack Ryder did not enter. You lost 3 points. Also, good, because I didn't want him there to begin with. But they could get his wife, which is the weirder part. But
yeah, that was...
Anyway, we'll get to that when we get to the Women's Rumble. You bet a point on Vince entering. He didn't enter. You bet 2 points on The Rock entering. The Rock didn't enter. I bet 5 points that he didn't enter, and he didn't enter, so 5 points for me. However, this is, I think, maybe a bit of a disappointment. Stone Cold Steve Austin did not enter the Men's Rumble.
Yeah, no, he didn't at all.
And apparently, this is a rumor I've heard, he's not going to be at WrestleMania either, because he's turned down all proposed opponents for that event. So, maybe he just won't be back again. Which, I think, I'm okay with it, but I'm also a little bit of a shame. Because he did so good in his match with Kevin Owens last year, so... Just
leave it as is. In my opinion, that had a final match against Kevin Owens. Just leave it. It was a perfectly good match. It's a nice way to end. Just end it there. I have no interest in seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's old now and I can't. And it was a nice little way to round off his career properly, because he couldn't at WrestleMania 19, because it wasn't announced it was going to be his last match. So, it's a nice way of ending it. I'm not that bothered. So, we have a different single opinion on that one.
I want him to wrestle one final match and lose to who's a young upstart in WWE right now? Austin Theory.
Oh.
Yeah, I want him to wrestle and lose to Austin Theory, and then I want him to sink into the ramp after he leaves his shirt in the ring. And then he can come back at the next year's event and squash John Cena. But anyway, I bet 5 points that he'd be in it, because I was so sure he fucking would be. But he wasn't, and you bet 2 points he wasn't. So, either way, it's fine. Whatever predictions were. I think that was it for our predictions, honestly. So, let's talk about the actual Rumble itself. I liked it.
Yeah, no, I thought this event was good.
The only criticism I have is the final two going for as long as it did.
Well, Cody and Gunther.
Yeah, I feel like they were in there for at least 10 minutes, or it felt like an eternity. I feel like you could have shaved off a little bit of time with that, but I mean, I'd rather have a singles match with them, honestly. I'd rather have them face off in a full-length, 20-minute singles match. But after we've already been in there for an hour, I don't know, it felt like to me like they could have maybe trimmed a few minutes off of that, but that's just nitpicking. Overall, I was happy with the Rumble. I was happy with the entrances. You had a couple of surprises in there, namely Booker T.
Yeah.
Can you dig that, sucker?
He did he did his thing and did the spinnerini and then fucked off.
Yeah, he got eliminated in 40 seconds by Gunther, so, that's fine. Edge came back. But
Yep.
because he's already done that at least 5 times now, I'm like, oh, it's Edge.
Yeah, I didn't even realise he was gone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's Edge.
The last time we saw him, I think, was at Extreme Rules, where he had that match with Finn Balor, where they did the concerto for Beth Phoenix. I think that was the last time we saw him. So now, of course, we're going to continue that feud into WrestleMania, as we all knew it would, so that's fine. Logan Paul, at number 29.
Yeah, the Ricochet spot was brilliantly dumb. It was just
two men
why would you
slamming into
do
each
that?
other full force mid-air. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
I'll
this
say
is fucking
this.
amazing.
I'll say this. I fucking hate Logan Paul as a
That's the point.
person. But he's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that. Because they set him up to feud with Seth Rollins going into WrestleMania, because he eliminated Seth from a Rumble, and everyone was like, oh no, not Seth. Oh, he was clearly going to win anyway. But that's besides the point. Yeah, they've set him up for Rollins at Mania, and I think, yeah, it's going to be a good match. I really hope Seth wins. But he probably won't win.
He won't.
Because Logan's got the fucking Prime partnership with UFC now. It's all a load of shit. You got Corner Shop selling it for fucking £50 a bottle.
I haven't tried Prime because.
What is it? Is it water? Is it wine? Is it fucking Monster? What is it? Is it an energy drink or is it just water?
Piss.
It's piss.
Yeah.
They're selling bottles of Logan Paul and KSI's combined piss.
Yeah, that's what Prime is. It's piss. I don't actually know that. Don't sue me. I don't actually know if it is. I've heard it tastes like piss, but I haven't tried it. So.
You also described Mountain Dew as lemony piss. So.
Yeah. Speaking of lemony.
No,
piss,
not yet.
Oh, that would have been a great segment.
Cody Rhodes enters at number 30 and wins the Rumble. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
I'm super scared that this is going to go horribly wrong. This is going to.
This is what I wanted to talk about, actually. Because last show we compared it to WrestleMania 30 with Daniel Bryan and Batista, right? Something I learned from watching this event is that there is a very key difference here between Cody and Batista in 2014, right? In 2014, nobody wanted Batista versus Randy Orton to main event WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They were sick of the product at the time. They were rebelling against the Ruthless Aggression era just constantly being in the main event, and so they wanted a fresh injection with Daniel Bryan, right? However, this year, in the year of 2023, Cody Rhodes is incredibly over. Everyone fucking loves him. And yeah, the internet has criticisms, but that's such a small bubble. If you look in the crowd, You can see the signs, you can see the merch, you can see the people dressed up as him, all the little kids fucking screaming for him. Everyone loves Cody Rhodes as a white meat babyface, and a lot of people want to see him beat Roman. I feel like that's the key difference. So we're not going to get a total rebellion, because sadly for Batista, he never got that amount of love in 2014, because he was part of the problem. Whereas Cody Rhodes nowadays, he presents a fresh new injection like what Daniel Bryan was, because it's an entirely new character and new persona that we hadn't seen before in the product. And with Sami Zayn, like, we'll talk more about that later when we get to the main event, but basically, too long didn't read. I'm fine with Cody winning. I want him to win the WWE title. If he wins both that and the Universal, okay, whatever. But I feel like him, specifically with the WWE title, that's his story. That's how you should do that. But that's my feelings. I don't know how you feel.
I mean, Cody said on Raw that he's going after the undisputed WWE Universal title, so I think that's the two combined, which I think is a grave mistake. Because when Cody won the Rumble, it was the first match on the card, right? If you had the Rumble next after the Sami Zayn shenanigans, Cody probably would have got booed. I think they've booked themselves into a corner now. I don't think they expected Sami Zayn to get that kind of reaction to the point where it's breaking the microphones. Because that pop was insane.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more when we get to the actual match. Yeah. But as for Cody winning the Rumble, I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it, but they've got to give Cody the WWE title and then give Sami the Universal title. Like that.
We can fantasy book until like next year with how we want to do this, but yeah, if it were me doing it, it would be that Cody just wins the WWE title because that's the championship with the actual lineage that he in storyline cares about. Because Dusty never won the thing, so he wants to do that for Dusty. Like Dusty doesn't know what the Universal title is, so for him to win just the WWE title, I feel like would be the best way to do that. But they're probably gonna have him win both, and then he may just vacate the Universal title, and they'll have a fucking tournament or something, I don't know, but either way, I'm fine with this. And it was actually a decent Rumble, in terms of Rumble matches. It was fucking better than last year, and we knew that going in, but it would be, but...
Yeah, I mean, even the Brock Lesnar part I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, like, because they're fucking going in on Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, and I feel like that's a great feud, so I'm good with that.
Brock going ape shit at ringside was fucking hilarious. Like, literally, like,
yeah, the two people I was watching... Baron Corbin.
Yes. Yeah, the two people I was watching this with were just pissing themselves with laughter. It's like, this is fucking brilliant. Yeah. Like, and he just, like, twats the referee into the crowd. Even I was like, this is fucking hilarious. I still hate Brock Lesnar.
Of course you do. There was also a bit with Rey Mysterio failing to come out, and then Dominic Mysterio comes out, implying that they attacked him and he couldn't rip the mask apart. I love Dominic. Dominic is great now. They're fucking leaning into him, which is what they should have done since fucking day one. Like, there's this weird dorky goober that tries to be intimidating and a villain, but he's just so bad that it doesn't work, and I love it. Yeah,
it is perfect. But the mask ripping thing was just hilarious as well. We were all laughing. Yeah. Just put the fucking thing down. It's not working. Just do something else with it. Just wipe your ass with it, or your armpits, or I don't fucking know. Just spit on it, piss on it. I don't know, anything. Stop trying to rip the fucking thing. It's not working. Goddamn.
He lasted a long time in that Rumble as well. He lasted like 25 minutes.
That's because he was a long time. He didn't really do anything. He was like hiding and shit.
Yeah, but it's still good that they had him in there for that long.
Well, yeah.
Obviously you had Edge come back, further the feud with the Judgment Day. That's fine. We knew that was going to happen. Oh my god. We were on voice chat. It was me and Keelan towards the end of it, right? Do you remember at the beginning of the match where Kofi Kingston got eliminated, but the shot of him with his foot on the chair made everyone think he maybe wasn't eliminated and he was going to do the 6 spot again?
Remember that? Was a total fuck up, that was.
I mean, it was, and he was eliminated, but for the rest of the match, Keelan was like, no, Kofi's still there. Kofi's gonna win. It's Kofi. He just never came back.
Yeah, like Logan Paul randomly was out.
The camera never went back to him either, so there was no, like, clarification as to whether he was actually eliminated or not. But, like, after the half-hour mark went by, you were thinking, oh, maybe he's gone, but Keelan was still like, no, I still have Kofi. I still have Kofi. Because we had the, the Suplah Rumble sweepstakes, we forgot to mention.
Oh, shit.
So, you all saw the numbers being announced. You probably put 2 and 2 together. You already know. Cody came out at number 30 and won the Rumble. Who drew number 30, Andrew?
Me.
No, it was me!
Oh, brilliant.
It was me! It was me!
Great.
I did it! I won the men's Rumble this year! Well, Cody did, but he won it for me! He was my boy! Haha!
I don't think he won it for you, I mean...
Do you want? Let's actually have a look at who, like, which people we got as our entrants, because I feel like that speaks more to your plight than anyone else. To be fair,
Right. I mean, Keelan had like the worst, from what I can recall.
Yeah, Keelan had 1, 3, 4, 5, and 18. So, Gunther, Miz, Kofi, Gargano, and Dominic. That was Keelan's lot, which were fucking not great, you know. But You had number 2, which was Sheamus. It was a great start.
Yeah,
Then you
that wasn't too
had
bad.
Elias. Then you had
Oh.
Damian Priest.
Oh.
Then you had Montez Ford.
Oh.
Then you had Omos. It's your final entrant.
God damn it, Omos.
You failed me, Omos.
Omos, I will get my revenge.
I put all my money on you, Omos.
Could you imagine me stood next to Omos? That'd be fucking hilarious.
Well, in Brawl, that could happen.
How tall is Omos? He's 7'3", Christ.
And you can't teach that. Meanwhile, my selections were Xavier Woods, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, and Cody Rhodes. I mean, we knew it when he came out at number 30 that he was winning at that point. I think that's why I had such an issue with him and Gunther going out at it for so long. It's like, oh, just throw him over the fucking rope, Cody. We know. We already know how this ends. Just do it.
It was sort of like that. I was like, why the fuck? Why are you struggling to get the guy out who was in this
number
fucking
1
match for an hour? Yeah, like, why the fuck are you struggling?
Number
Just chuck
1
him
was
out,
number 30? Oh, no. Like, I mean, yeah,
God.
it made Gunther fucking, like, higher rated. Like, it put him the fuck over. But that's what I'm saying. Just give them, like, a 20-minute match on their own. That would be great. Don't drag out the fucking inevitable. But, nevertheless, Men's Rumble. Men's Rumble? We good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Alright. So then, following from that,
Oh god, right, here we go.
the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. This was an anything goes match underneath a black light. LA Knight comes out. He's wearing some bright looking gear, further enhanced by the black light. A spooky door opens. Bray Wyatt comes out, looking a bit sinister. It's a new look we haven't seen before. The black light comes on. LA Knight blinds the entire front row with his attire. Bray Wyatt has some kind of illuminated body and face paint and red eyes, making him look demonic. So they proceed to have a standard brawl throughout around ringside, put him through the announce table, and green cum exploded everywhere. But then, none of it mattered, because Wyatt performed Sister Abigail to win the match. But that wasn't the end. Because after the match, Wyatt put on a new mask that we hadn't seen before. And proceeded to turn into Jason Voorhees. LA Knight started attacking him with a kendo stick, it did no damage. They ran across the arena into a off part of the stage. Wyatt locks in the Mandible Claw, like the Fiend did. And then upwards, above them, Uncle Howdy appears on a platform, making his hand motions with his hat and his overcoat. And then he yeets himself off of the platform.
I'm going through the pictures.
Performs an elbow drop onto LA Knight.
He yeets himself. He's like, wee!
Yeah. And then they go through a hole in the floor. Fire explodes around them. And you see the real life-size Firefly Funhouse characters that were at Bray Wyatt's debut. All looking down on them, whilst Bray Wyatt's theme plays, and he does a pose. Now, thank God for camera angles. Because Uncle Howdy, when he yeeted himself off, completely misses LA Knight and lands next to him, going through a hole in the floor like a Looney Tunes character. After which LA Knight rolls over into the hole, so that it looks like from the camera angle that we saw on the TV, it looks like Uncle Howdy sent him to hell. When really, from Twitter users, you could see that he fucking missed, and it looks goofy and weird. So then, let's have a look at the points that we got from that. We both predicted that Bray would win. He did win. You got 5 points, I got 4 points. And Uncle Howdy didn't interfere in the match. He appeared after the bell. So we lost 3 points and we lost 4 points, but you have opinions, don't you?
Yes, I have very strong opinions on this.
I'm letting you off the leash, Andy. I'm taking the chains are off.
Right.
How about you just go?
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Wait, no, I'm going to try. Right. Where in the past I've sort of taken the piss about Bray Wyatt and just go dump and like an idiot, I'm going to try and articulate why this is fucking garbage in the best way that I can, right? So I want to start this with a prelude saying, I don't hate Bray Wyatt. I hate his shitty matches. Bray Wyatt as a character should be one of the most intriguing characters that WWE have had, currently have, and maybe will ever have. The issue is that the horror aspect of Bray Wyatt does not translate well in wrestling matches. It hasn't ever translated well. I don't care what anyone says. Having projections on the ring, glowing cum, Uncle Howdy yeeting himself off the fucking thing, fucking Firefly Funhouse matches, fucking Sister Abigail where he put lace on his head for some reason, the Fiend just no-selling everything. It doesn't translate into wrestling. It just doesn't. The other irritating thing that I find is that it's always so vague. Like, it's not explained, and it's just like, ooh, spooky for the sake of being spooky. And, like, with, like, The Undertaker, which everybody compares this to, The Undertaker had a clear backstory that you knew. Kane had a clear backstory that you knew. Like, fucking... I still don't know fuck all about this guy, really, besides from he carries a lantern and has magic powers and has, for some reason, real-life puppets. I don't understand. What? Explain to me why! I don't get why! Why does Bray Wyatt really like Mountain Dew? Can you fucking explain this to me, please? Right? It's garbage. It was absolute shit. And the two people that I watched this event with who do not watch wrestling said, that was the worst thing I've seen in my life. They were like, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, I don't know. And I watched this shit. It was garbage. Like, it's shit. There's never been a good Bray Wyatt special fucking attraction match. They're all wank. The one with Randy Orton, all the ones with Randy Orton, but the one specifically where there was projections on the fucking ring was shit. The one in the fucking house was shit. The fucking one where he set on fire was shit. This fucking monstrosity that fucking looks like some fucking 6-year-old made in 2K. It was an abomination. What the fuck? What is with all the glowing shit? Why was there glowing cum coming out of the announce table? Why the fuck did they pull out a lightsaber? Why the fuck are the ropes green? Why the fuck? The one plus point to it was when initially the fucking lights come on, or go off, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, Bray Wyatt's like initial look with the hidden face paint looked really cool. But this is the epitome of why Bray Wyatt is shit. Like there's no substance to it. Like the setup is great. Like the setup's been really good for this feud, right? And even the fucking like reveal of his face paint and that was good. That was cool. Like we all looked at each other going, "Fuck me, he looks scary as fuck, doesn't he?" But then the match happens, and it was shit. It was dull. Apparently, people in the arena couldn't fucking see. It's just fucking shit. And then to top it all off, the storyline of Uncle Howdy. Right, so it's gone from being Bray Wyatt saying, I am Uncle Howdy, then saying, I'm not Uncle Howdy, then I am Uncle Howdy, but I'm not Uncle Howdy. And then Uncle Howdy is a different person, but for whatever reason, he didn't do like an elbow drop. No, he just literally, when Sam says he yeeted off the fucking thing, I am not lying, he literally went, I must go now, my fucking planet needs me. Like, he literally...
Do you remember that TikTok audio? It was like, oh, wee.
Like he fucking did that. And then why did the pyro come out? What the fuck? What are you talking about? And why did he put on a mask? None of this is explained. That's the problem. That's why people hate it. Because there's no explanation. It's just weird for the sake of being fucking weird. Derek looks the way he does because that's funny. This is not funny, but it's not scary. It's not entertaining. So what the fuck is it? Like, what? Horror does not translate to wrestling. If Bray Wyatt was just a manager or something like that, or he had normal matches, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But for fuck's sake, he has to have some kind of wanky match. Some sort of fucking gimpy, shitty, spoofy, fucking awful fucking match. It's like, fuck's sake. Oh, God, it's so bad. And fucking it ruins LA Knight, because he was the guy who was like, he clearly weren't going to fucking win. It was just awful. Anyone that was not a wrestling fan who always win was just like, this is shit. Why do you watch this bollocks? It was just crap. And I don't get it. And he brought in a toolbox, but didn't use the toolbox. It's fucking garbage. This whole thing was shit. I just can't. And it doesn't make me want to drink Mountain Dew Pitch Black. It makes me want to fucking cry in the dark. That's what actually it wants me to do. Fucking hell. Garbage match. Garbage fucking just shit. Don't do this again. I bet they do it again at Mania. Don't fucking, please Christ, no more. Why is it sponsored by Mountain Dew? Why does Bray Wyatt care about Mountain Dew? This is so many questions. It's just shit. It was complete wank. And the match was boring. I just can't. Why was there a luminous fucking Grinch, Shrek looking cum everywhere? Why the fuck? Why is Yoda's seed all over the announce table? Why? Just why? My question is why? Just why? Why? Fucking why? Fuck. What a load of shit.
Okay, so if you got it all out, yeah?
No, I'm still mad, but you're going to be like, oh, well, it's really good, actually, because you're saying that it's fucking... No, it's shit. It's just shit. It was just awful. I don't hate Bray Wyatt. I wish Bray Wyatt would just have normal matches.
What have I done to deserve this mockery?
I don't know.
It's really good, actually. Is that how I sound to you?
No, I don't. This just makes me so mad and angry that I'm mocking everything in the vicinity that I can find because I'm a great person. But this was garbage.
Okay, now are you done?
End scene. There you go.
Alright. So, I did some thinking after I
Okay.
saw this match.
I think we all did.
We all thought, what was that? What's going on? So-
Thank God. Thank God you also thought that, because I was going mad. Am I the only sane person left? Was this fucking
Why are you going around here? Who? Okay, context. So, you're listening to the show for years, you know I'm a fan of Bray Wyatt. I like Bray Wyatt. I like his unique personas and his take on narratives within wrestling. As a performer, I think he's great. Like, as not his performances, as a performer, like, he's really, really good. Because he just goes in on everything. If this were, like, half-assed, then it would be, like, a TNA thing. Like Black Rain or some shit. But because he does it so well, I gotta respect that about him. And I loved him when he was a Swamp Leader. I liked The Fiend. Didn't love it. I liked The Fiend a lot. Aesthetically. Booking-wise, garbage. Maybe you're right. I hate to say it. Maybe you're just correct on things that you've been saying here today. We'll start with the easiest thing to criticize. The Mountain Dew aspect.
Okay, I feel like there was a butt coming, but okay, fair enough. So yeah, the Mountain Dew aspect.
I don't get it.
Yeah, why is it sponsored by Mountain Dew?
No, I understand the idea of, like, matches having sponsors and everything, but, like, factually, I understand. It was a dark match with a black light, so it's tying into the product, which is like a black soda. I get factually why it happened, but in every other aspect, it shouldn't have. This match, a spooky match between two characters in an established feud, it doesn't need to be sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Yep.
If anything, the event should have been sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that would have made more sense, but they...
Was it even? Like... Was the event... Who was the event sponsored by? Let me find out.
Up Wikipedia really quickly. Capital One and some green logo.
Credit cards.
Yeah, credit cards.
And DraftKings. Not Mountain Dew. So, easiest thing to criticize about this match is the Mountain Dew aspect. I don't understand why it happened. And then, Bray's new look. I think is really cool. Like, aesthetically. He's nailed the aesthetics of all of his gimmicks. Like, the way they look. Brilliant. Swamp Leader, it looks great. The Fiend looks brilliant with the Funhouse. Looks amazing. This new shit that he's doing, it looked cool. You even said so, it looked cool.
Yeah, it did.
I'm not sure about the red eyes. I feel like that's on the nose. But in storyline, why is he dressed like that?
Yep.
I don't know. I've got no answers. I've been paying attention. I've been paying attention to this story. I've been watching all of the things in it. I don't have the information that I need to process this properly.
It's almost like it's just being scary for the sake of being scary. There's no sort of...
The Uncle Howdy character.
Oh, God.
I don't understand it either.
Yeah, because you've gone from being, oh, Uncle Howdy is me, to then, oh, it's not me, then it's me again.
Not even that aspect. Like, if you're going to say that Uncle Howdy is a separate entity from Bray Wyatt, yes, I can understand that. But who is he? Why is he here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I know there's such a thing as like a slow burn, but fuck me, like...
He returned in October.
This is what I mean. Like,
it's been 3 months and this is his first match back since.
We've had an entire, like, road, like, the equivalent to the road of WrestleMania, and we still don't know fucking anything. And it's like, well, why do I can't get invested in something that I don't understand. And if Uncle Howdy is yeeting himself off of things for some reason, Why?
Okay, let's actually look at the things that I found funny. Hulk cum.
Oh god.
The weird green things that showed up under the blacklight is just like spoofing everywhere. I thought that was funny. I was like, it looks like cum.
And they didn't even clean it up after the match, because in the Kevin Owens match, you could see all the green cum just fucking everywhere. Like, I'm like, why are you not cleaning this shit up? For fuck's sake.
Uncle Howdy
Clean your
yeeting
cum.
himself off of a raised platform. I thought that was funny. Just because the way he fucking just whoop.
Wee.
Wee.
He literally, Uncle Howdy's just discovered TikTok and was like, fuck it.
What were some of your other criticisms? I'm getting lost in the sauce here.
The ropes, just everything. Just
What was
the whole
wrong
thing.
with the ropes? I don't remember the ropes. What was the ropes?
They're like fluorescent green, like.
Oh, that's just
I don't-
aesthetics.
Okay, fine, but I mean, the green cum was everywhere, and
That was funny. Actually, let me. At this point in our Discord server, we were just chatting on the typey type, so I can give you some of my reactions here.
okay, I'd like to see this.
The bell rings. I say the lights are still on. I want a refund.
Yeah, no, that was the first thing we thought was the lights are still on, and
But
then
then
suddenly
the
they all
black
turned off.
light comes on, and then I say, "What the fuck is this?" Okay, let's go. Bray Wyatt has sick face and body paint. This is really cool. Andy's gonna hate it. He's gonna say he's covered in spaff.
He's not covered in spaff. The spaff is at the announce table. We just
Yeah, right, yeah.
We discovered it.
Then the table spot happened, and I said, "Okay, now there's green cum everywhere." And Carmine was like, "Is that the Mountain Dew, do you mean?" And I say, "Nah, it's cum." At which point I say, "Andy's gonna absolutely hate this."
Oh god, yeah.
Carmine says in quotations, trying to be you, "Why didn't they just do a casket match or something other than this wanky spaff horseshit?"
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not wrong here, am I?
And then I impersonate myself saying, "I actually think it's cool when there's unconventional match types." And then the match ended. And then it just ended. It ended out of fucking just out of nowhere. Like, he hit the move and then it was done in like 5 minutes. I was like, oh.
Like a wet fart.
That's disappointing. And then his second form. I don't know why he did this.
I can't. I don't
know why he put on a different mask. And then he just stalks LA Knight, to which I say, I bet he wishes he was still a maximum male model now.
he put another mask on for no reason.
And then, all capitals, I'm like, "Uncle Howdy, let's go!" He exploded! Everything exploded!
So,
Carmine screams back, "What do you mean it exploded? What the fuck?"
Is Uncle Howdy dead? Did they just kill him off? Is that what we just saw? Like, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore, bye. Like, just fucking... And
then we all moved on. Yeah, I want to enjoy this. I really want to, but it doesn't make sense. And it's embarrassingly, not living up to the hype. Like, the White Rabbit shit and the QR codes. I didn't think it would lead us here.
That's what I'm saying.
But I also don't know where we are. Who are you? What is that? Why are the Firefly Funhouse now to scale? It's baffling, and I wish it wasn't, because it has the fucking potential to be so cool and different and alternative. Because I actually like the Firefly Funhouse match with John Cena. I understand that you maybe don't, because it's not it's not a match.
But I can see why. But I can see why people liked it.
But it's really, really good as a character deconstruction. I'm a sucker for characters, right? And to get a character with a 20-year history like John Cena, and to just fucking dissect it and assemble it in such a way through the storytelling narrative of the Firefly Funhouse, I thought was really fucking good. I actually watched the match again before the Rumble, and I was like, yes. This is good. This is good shit. I hope that the fucking Mountain Dew match is anything like this. And then it wasn't. And I got sad, because it fucking... Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. I just want him to be good. That's all it is. I just want him to be good. I want everyone to enjoy him. But it's not happening if you keep doing shit like this.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing. So for the first time, I actually fucking agree with you on a majority of your points.
Yeah. Because, like, beforehand, I could argue, well, Bray Wyatt isn't allowed creatively to do what he wants to do because of Vince. So then Vince goes away, okay, he's back, but whatever, he's not creatively back. And okay, he's got full reign to do whatever the fuck he wants, because Triple H will let him do whatever he wants, I suppose. And this is what you want to do? The fuck is this?
It reminds me of, you're not going to know this, what any of this I'm talking about is, but it really reminds me of when Slender Man was, like, popular on the internet in, like, the 2010s.
Is that the really big thing with the big arms? Slender Man. I know what Slender Man is. He wears a hat.
No.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't wear a hat.
He doesn't wear a hat. He's not Uncle Howdy, mate. But no, when Slender Man was, like, hitting his peak in, like, 2010, before the fucking, like, teenagers found him, everyone had, like, these alternate reality games, like Marble Hornets, Everyman Hybrid, Tribe 12, all of this stuff, and it was, like, really creative to look at these things and see them on the medium of the internet as, like, uploaded to YouTube with, like, Twitter things and, like, games you had to do. It was really fucking cool. It seems like that's what Bray Wyatt would be best at doing, but he's confined to a bell ringing and hitting wrestling moves in between those bells.
That's my problem with the
If he made movies, it would be fucking dope.
Yeah, he should be a horror director or something. It
right.
just doesn't translate. That's always been my problem. I think I've never really been able to articulate it properly all this time in the past 11 years. But
now that you're going to therapy, you can articulate it. Who knew that's what it would fucking take?
Who knew? Who knew that actually getting therapy and help would be able... So you see, therapist, there's this guy called Bray Wyatt, and he's
There's a man called Bray Wyatt, and he sucks and he's shit. And he's like, okay, but why do you feel this way? Because he's shit. It's like, okay, we have a lot of work to do here.
It's like, wow, fucking hell, you're going to be in this fucking therapy chair forever at this rate.
For 30 years. For as long as Bray Wyatt is performing, you will go to therapy for it.
Wow.
But anyway, that was that match. Moving on, we got no more time left, basically. Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. Yeah, fucking Bianca won.
What
we
a
all
dud.
knew it would happen. The match was okay, I guess. Nothing to write home about.
It's just kind of there.
Yeah, Uncle Howdy didn't interfere in the match. He appeared after the bell, so we both lost a point there. And then I got 2 points, you got 1 point, Belair won. That's, yeah. Another confusing layer to the story is fucking Alexa Bliss being involved with Uncle Howdy for some reason. I don't know why, and I'm probably never going to know why, and the sooner we can accept that, the sooner we can move on.
Like, the moment we can just stop with this Uncle Howdy shit, I'm going to be, like, the happiest person on earth.
So then the Women's Rumble. Rhea Ripley comes out at number 1, and immediately like, oh, well, fuck. What do we do? Well, that's it then. Keelan fucking drew number 1. This Rhea Ripley comes out, it's like, oh, fucking brilliant. Alright, he wins then, congratulations. And then he did, because Rhea Ripley won the Women's Rumble. So we don't have a fucking one person winning both Rumbles this year. That's interesting. It's me and Keelan. We'll do something in Brawl to commemorate that. But anyway, we'll get to that when we get to that. What did you think of the Women's Rumble?
Just a bit boring, to be honest.
No, I thought it was okay.
No, I think the issue... God, I don't know how I'm going to say this without coming across like a fucking misogynist or something, but...
Put your incel hat on and tell us what you think.
There's no stars.
Disagree.
Okay. The stars that they
respectfully
do have...
disagree with you. I'm not attacking you.
Wait. The stars that they do have were not in this fucking match.
I mean, Rhea Ripley was right there.
Okay. That's 1.
Becky Lynch.
2.
Asuka.
3.
You can count.
Well, but no, what I'm saying is there's 27 other fucking people.
Well,
And
what do you
like,
mean? What do you
alright,
mean by stars? Because I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean like main event level talent?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, fair enough. You want to put NXT people in the match.
There
Fair
were
dues.
3 NXT people in this match and 3 free agents. So not as bad as previous years, where it would be
yeah.
half of free agents.
Well, yeah.
The only nostalgia entrant was Michelle McCool, who was in the fucking crowd.
Which, that was hilarious. I don't mind that, but it's, I don't know.
I mean, that on its own, I was confused as. Like, you're sat in the crowd and you look surprised as to why your entrance music is playing.
How stupid and
Like,
kayfabe is that?
do you not know that you're in the Rumble? Did you just forget, or...
Yeah, I did. It just made.
Is it kayfabe in the Rumble that no matter where you are, as long as you're in the arena, if your music plays, you have to enter the Rumble?
I guess so.
Is that what happened with fucking like Michael Cole all those years ago?
Potentially,
Is that what happens whenever a commentator is sat at the fucking desk and he hears, "Oh, I guess it's go time. I just so happen to be wearing a wrestling uniform. Who'd have thought?" At least Michelle McCool wore fucking UGG boots and like not her wrestling gear.
Yeah, so she actually played into it.
Yeah, but you know.
I don't know.
Michelle McCool's fine.
Yeah,
I have no issues. She was there when I was in the 08 scene, so I'm like, oh, I remember her. That was, yeah, that's it. That's it.
I think what it did well was the ending. I think was better than the men's one.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, that was so tense.
Blue Miss
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley's like holding on for dear life after Asuka's been eliminated.
Oh, that was so fucking close. I was like,
out.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Much better ending.
Much better ending. So
because it was obvious, we all thought Rhea was going to win, like we knew that going in, but they made it seem like she wouldn't. Coming out at number 1, first of all, fucking bold. Because they keep doing that recently, like they did it with Edge a few years ago, and then they just do that now for whatever reason. But nevertheless, Rhea comes out at 1, Liv Morgan at 2. They have their inbuilt history, and then the last 2 of the Rumble. So I'm like, okay, this makes everything else pointless, basically.
Yeah. And the other issue, I'm just looking at the list of people. I'm like, okay, I know the Royal Rumbles always had like just mid-carders and stuff like that.
Mm.
But I mean, Dana Brooke, for instance, not going to win.
She's a good hand.
I don't know. I just feel like
she's underrated in my opinion.
I mean, where's Rousey? Where's fucking? I mean,
I don't want Rousey. Fuck off, Ronda. I don't care. Go and deny Sandy Hook somewhere else. I don't give a shit.
I mean, I don't know. It just.
I liked that you had Roxanne Perez. I liked that you had Zoe Stark. I liked that you had Indy Hartwell from NXT. I thought those were really good. Roxanne had a really good showing. What did you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, it had it. This Rumble had its moments.
Chelsea Green earlier alluded. Matt Cardona's wife was coming in and then lasted 5 seconds.
That was weird. That
was fucking hilarious.
I don't know.
Zelina Vega dressing up like Street Fighter.
I feel
you have never played Street Fighter. You have no idea what that was, do you?
No, I got no clue what that was.
Did you think she looked cool?
I guess.
I'll take I guess. I will take I guess, everyone. Alright, it's not a no. We'll take an I guess. Can we talk about number 30?
No. What? I mean, and this is another reason I
want to tell a story here. I want to tell a story, right?
No.
So, throughout the entire Rumble, we had like we were joking, we were bannering at this point. I was like, "Oh, here comes Stone Cold. Here comes Sami Zayn. They weren't in the men's Rumble. There's still this Rumble. There's still a chance. Here comes the Texas Rattlesnake, Chelsea Green." Like, we were really hyping up. We were just being goofy and silly. And then fucking, well, I don't know what number we were at. We were like number 25. And Carmine was like, alright, here comes Nia Jax. Here comes Nia Jax. And I'd be like, if that happens, I'm deleting the channel. I don't want that. That's not happening. And then number 27 comes out, and he's like, oh, it's Nia Jax, everyone. Here comes Nia Jax. Oh. I'm like, no, Carmine. Nia Jax isn't coming out. I'm telling you. Number 30 happens. Well, no, not even. Number 29, Nikki Cross comes out. I'm like, okay, here comes Stone Cold at number 30. Here comes Stone Cold at number 30. The countdown starts. But then, so does Nia Jax's music. And you could see the name Nia Jax on the ring apron. I'm like, no, that's a graphical error. You hear her music. I'm like, no, they've really fucked up in the production truck. The buzzer hasn't even gotten to number 8 yet, and Nia Jax is standing on the entrance ramp. I'm like, no. She came out before the buzzer even hit number 5. It got to number 7 and then it just faded away.
I don't recall there being a buzzer at all. My recollection of this is...
There wasn't.
It was just random. It was just like...
She came out 10 seconds early.
Yeah, like, I don't think that's her fault. I think that's the production's fault. They were just
but it's symbolic of her fucking character, isn't it? Because Nia fucking Jax is number 30 in the Women's Rumble. And every second was pain. She goes in. Raquel Rodriguez tries to hit a move. Can't even lift her up. Rhea Ripley comes in. Tries her fucking best to hit Riptide. But Nia lifts up 10 centimeters off the fucking ground. Because she weighs 1,500 pounds. And she sandbags every fucking move that she's ever been given. And then 11 people team up to eliminate her in under 2 minutes. She lets out an ear-piercing scream, and I want to fucking delete the channel.
Thank you for not deleting the channel.
I had my senses come back to me.
Did she yell out my hole?
I hate Nia. I fucking hate Nia Jax. She's such a waste of fucking space.
It was
She has zero talent. She has zero appeal. There's nothing there. Yeah. She injures everyone she fucking works with. She's just a modern day Mabel. I fucking hate Nia Jax. Why is she back? Who allowed her back in?
Triple H.
Why did the production truck not fucking know how to do the entrance right? That's the worst part, is that they fucked up her entrance. It's the Royal Rumble! In this last hour, you've done this 29 times! How have you forgot how to do it now? What the fuck happened?
Someone's getting fired.
I hope so. I hope it's Nia. But it won't be, because she's just had new merch on the shop, so she's officially back, and I hate it.
I've just read a story saying that might not be... She might not be, like, back. She might just have appeared for one appearance.
I hope that's true. I hope it's true. But now, we're going to do some healing. We're going to heal. Because we're going to talk about Asuka. Who's come back as crazy clown Kana from her previous endeavors in Japan. And it's the fucking best.
Yes.
Anything, Andrew.
Yes.
Words will do. Any words will do.
Okay, she's a bit more scary now because she wears face paint and mist, but she dresses the exact same as she did previously. That's another thing about
this. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. It's a different attire.
Right. There were so many wrestlers in this match with, like, virtually the same attire. So, like, colours in their hair, bright colours. I'm like, can somebody please tell, like, whoever does the costumes to not give everyone the same fucking thing?
I don't know if I agree with that, but only because I don't think it's an issue. It's never an issue that I've had, personally.
I don't know.
It might just be a you thing. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
I've never had that problem.
Stupid. But yeah, Asuka then. Yeah, I mean, she looked cool.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. She looks cool. We'll take that. All right. Very good.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley winning. 7 eliminations, most in the match. Good.
Yep. I'm happy.
There we go. And then, in our main event of the evening, it was Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. We all knew Roman would win. But it was how he won, and how the match played out. Because in the pre-show, Roman said backstage, I want nobody out there with me except for Sami. So it's like, oh, okay, pressure's on. Pressure's on for Sami. And then the match happened. It was a really, really good match, I thought.
Yeah, when he was good. I don't think this is going to be remembered for the match though.
No.
It's going to be more
Match ended
for
after Roman murdered Kevin Owens by repeatedly slamming his body and head on the steel steps and spearing him, and he won and he retains the championship, as we all knew. But then the post-match 10 minutes happened, and good lord, fucking brutal.
Yep.
Bloodline comes out to beat up Kevin Owens. The Usos and Solo keep taking shots. Paul Heyman's like, oh, my tribal chief, I just so happen to have 2 pairs of handcuffs.
Yeah, that was there.
Because I'm a kinky man, Paul Heyman.
Yeah, like literally, my mate and I were like, well, he's fucking kinky, isn't he? I always have these with me. Like,
just
why?
for you, my tribal chief.
Oh, God, my tribal chief. Yes.
Owens is handcuffed to the ropes, and they each try to kill him. And Roman brings in a chair.
Where Kevin Owens went wrong is he should have come up with a safe word, and then this wouldn't have happened.
Poutine, damn it, poutine.
Cabbage, damn it, cabbage.
Roman gets a chair.
Poutine.
Tries to hit him. Sami Zayn's
Canadian,
like,
I just got
no.
it. Oh God, I just told the world my safe word. Oh well, let's move forward.
Can you shut up? I'm trying to tell the story.
Okay.
Sami Zayn interferes. He's like, stop. No, Roman, you've done it. You don't need to do any more. Reigns is like, you're right.
Can I make a point really quick?
What?
It would have been a million times better if they were mic'd up and the rest of the fucking crowd could hear.
But we could hear.
Yeah, but there's 50,000 people in a stadium.
I don't give a shit about 50,000 people in a stadium.
Fine.
I didn't go. I'm watching in the comfort of my own bed at fucking 5 a.m. I don't give a shit.
The sun is coming up.
Yeah. Reigns is like, you know what? I have done enough. You hit him, Sami.
Uh-oh.
Zayn hesitates. He doesn't want to prove his loyalty. Reigns gets in his face, starts slapping him. Points out how much they've done for Zayn in elevating his career. He says, if you don't want to do this, you can go back to doing jackass shit.
Great line.
Yeah. Brilliant. Popped for that. I got PTSD flashbacks to 2014 at this moment. Because Zayn is standing behind Roman with a chair. And he doesn't hit Kevin Owens. He hits Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns falls down exactly the same way that he did when Seth Rollins hit him with the chair 9 years ago.
And the crowd went even more mental than
the microphones exploded.
Right.
Because the crowd cheered so fucking hard.
That was the loudest pop I think I've ever heard in my life.
Sadly, it all goes downhill from here. Because Jey Uso starts screaming and crying, whilst Jimmy super kicks Sami and Solo starts beating up Sami. Reigns gets to his senses after fucking having a mental crisis in the corner, and they just destroy Sami Zayn. They then tell Jey Uso, get in this. Hit him. Jey Uso leaves the ring, crying, an emotional wreck. They then proceed to leave Sami and Kevin in the ring, dead corpses. Roman says to Solo, we're at war now. We will not be taking any prisoners. And the Rumble ends there.
That's a weird way to end the show.
That was a bit much.
Yeah,
that was a bit intense.
Let's send the fans home happy, shall we?
Well, in a way, They should be happy, because, for me at least, this is the best storyline that they've ever done in my time watching. Maybe on par with the Daniel Bryan story.
This is,
if not
probably...
a little bit better. This story's incredible.
Yeah, no, it is.
Fuck.
Phenomenal.
Jesus.
I can't believe how loud that pop was. I watched it back earlier today and I was like, holy fuck.
This is what happens when you book things. You slow build. They've been doing this since May, I want to say.
Like, my only gripe with it is I feel like the beatdown of Kevin Owens just kind of went on a bit.
But then they also murderized Sami. So, Christ, he's out the bloodline. And Jay is potentially out the bloodline as well. Fucking hell.
And,
none of this was seen on Raw afterward. And we're recording this on a Wednesday, so we've yet to see SmackDown, but oh, Jesus Christ. I'm scared.
Yeah. I mean, Elimination Chamber is in Montreal.
Where the Usos can't go.
And it's the home of Sami Zayn.
The card so far is that they have a United States Championship Elimination Chamber, and they also have an Elimination Chamber for the Raw Women's Championship title match at WrestleMania to fight Bianca Belair. Because Rhea Ripley has chosen to face Charlotte at WrestleMania. Okay.
Well, she get her redemption from a few years ago.
All I want is Rhea to beat Charlotte. Have a crowning moment. Just fucking do it. Please? That'd be great. However, the men's rumble, Cody won. He'll be fighting Roman. Oh boy. This is all, it's all a little bit complicated now, isn't it?
So Dave Meltzer has said and provided further details on the plans, noting that Reigns and Zayn has been earmarked for the Elimination Chamber since October or early November, well before Sami Zayn cemented his position in the Bloodline by winning the War Games for the Bloodline at Survivor Series. So apparently this has always been part of the plan. But I feel like, this is more complicated now. Because I honestly don't think WWE thought they were going to get that reaction out of that crowd. And if Sami does not win in Montreal, where he's from, I think they're going to start saying fine as shit. I don't know. This is where I think it could turn into Daniel Bryan territory. Where... And it's not Cody's fault, but I feel like...
Well, it wasn't Batista's fault either.
No, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, well, why did you put 2 fucking belts on him? On Roman? For fuck's sake. Like, and combine them for some reason.
Really, easy solution is to just have Sami win the Universal title.
Yeah, there's your...
And then have Cody win the WWE title. They're not the same... They're not one championship. They are still separate championships.
Well, Cody said he's going for both of them on Raw. Now, maybe that's a miss thing, I don't know.
They could rectify that easy. They could rectify that easily. They could just say, I'm only going for the WWE title. Hey. Easily done.
Because I think they're making a horrendous mistake. If Sami doesn't win Elimination Chamber and doesn't have a match with Roman at one of the 2 WrestleManias, like the 2 nights, you're going to do something horrendously bad. I don't think they're that dumb. But this is WWE, but it's under allegedly a new regime of sorts. I don't know. I think if they don't do what we've suggested with the WWE title on Cody and the Universal title on Sami, you are heading down a very slippery slope.
But there's another issue with this entire story, and I'm honestly quite sad that people aren't factoring this in more. This is the story of Jey Uso.
Yeah,
Since
just
2 years ago, this has all been about Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso. Him winning that championship match against Roman. him being the first person that Roman beat into submission and gaslit and abused into becoming a member of the bloodline. Jimmy would follow, and this entire story is built around Jay defying Roman and ending the bloodline. They've done it really well so far. That's the thing. They've not had any missteps, I don't think. I just really, really, really hope they can stick the landing here. But at the same time, they've presented too many possibilities that can't occur simultaneously. Like Jey Uso winning the Universal title, Cody Rhodes winning the WWE title, Sami Zayn beating Roman for the titles. But like you say, Sami has hijacked this. It was never about Sami to begin with. It's always been about Jey Uso's character evolution and development, being an abused family member who would then eventually conquer his abuser. And there's always been talk of The Rock coming in to fight Roman and everything, but I've learned over this past weekend, you don't need The Rock. The Rock is a non-factor in this story. I don't think he's ever even been referenced once. And if he has, it's been on a minor, SmackDown or something. You don't need The Rock. The Rock is a non-factor in this story. If he were to come in and do this, I said last show, he should be the one to defeat Roman at SummerSlam. Nah, mate. Jey Uso. Jey Uso should be the one. If he doesn't at least get a championship, he should be the one to shelf Roman. He should beat Roman and then Roman goes away for a vacation. That's what should happen in my eyes. But there's so many things up in the air about all of this, and even if Sami does win a title, he doesn't have to hold it. He can just win it, have it for a brief spell. He could be like a Daniel Bryan or like a Kofi Kingston. He could be the new guy who wins it, doesn't necessarily hold it forever, and then just loses it again. But it doesn't matter, because his story to it, and the chase that leads to it, is a lot more important, and you get your payoff there than you would him having the championship for 6 months. So there's a lot of potential as to where they can go with the story, and I feel like that's the best part, is that we don't know what's going to happen. It could go anywhere at this point. And I feel like that's what really makes it, because with the Daniel Bryan story, you know Daniel Bryan's going to win. With the Kofi Mania story, you know Kofi's going to win. I don't know who's going to beat Roman still, and we're 2 months away from Mania. That's the best part about it. But that's just my opinion.
This isn't this is bad. This is a good problem to have.
Yeah, right. There's too many solutions to this story, and we don't know where it's going, and I'm excited.
Isn't that the whole point of wrestling?
It's like the opposite of a Bray Wyatt thing, where you're just confused and you don't know what the story is.
See, that's
now it's
the other thing.
You know what the story is. You know several possibilities. You just don't know which one is gonna be the one to end it.
I think that's what makes the Bray Wyatt thing even more fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
It's you've got the Sami Zayn Bloodline storyline, which...
The best storyline of the modern era.
Yeah, it's a slow build, and, it's pretty simple to get, pretty simple to fucking grasp.
Yeah.
And then you've
Abusive family, we can all relate.
Wow. And then on the other side, you've got Bray Wyatt and his spooky Magic Kingdom of dickheads, which doesn't make any sense. So, you know what I mean? I think that's what makes the Bray Wyatt thing even more fucking irritating. It's how can a company put on something so good, but so shit at the same time? It's the complete opposite ends of the fucking scale. How the fuck do you fucking...
That's the magical thing about WWE, you see? Fact of the matter is, in this business, you are simultaneously having a lot of fun, and also a lot of shit. I'm
the game!
Thanks, Paul. Really needed that explanation.
I'm Paul, hello! Could you just imagine if he was just called Paul?
It'd be a lot shitter.
I am the Paul, I am Paul. Hi, how you doing?
It's all about the Paul.
And how you pull it, all about the Paul. And if you can pull it, don't pull
Paul.
To be fair, they are very similar lyrics to what Lemmy was actually singing at WrestleMania 17.
Andy, who's your favourite wrestler of all time? Paul. Who's your favorite WWE champion? Paul. Hi, I'm Paul.
New character.
No.
I am the Paul.
No new characters.
Time
Too
to
many.
play the Paul.
Overall
Paul
thoughts on the
again.
Rumble.
It was very good. No, well, I think the bits that were good were really good. The bits that were shit were really shit.
Yeah.
So it's probably like a B or a C overall.
I think that's fine. It's better than last year. But
Oh,
again,
no, that is
not
a
hard to be
dud.
better than last year.
That is a turd that was
Yeah.
pissed on.
So looking at it, WrestleMania, we probably got Seth versus Logan. We've got Brock versus Bobby. We've got whatever they want to do with the mid-card belts. Women's title, I can imagine Bianca versus Asuka. And then you got Rhea versus Charlotte. You got the main title, which could go one of 12 ways. It's crazy. It's crazy what they're doing. And I'm very excited to see where it all goes. I'm actually hyped for WrestleMania this year.
Uncle Howdy and Auntie Hello and fucking cousin Bonjour. Like they were gonna have a match.
Cousin Bonjour.
Catching fly.
Let's offend as many nationalities as we can in one gimmick. Why
Well,
not?
yeah, that's what I do. And Scottish, the fucking S&P. I don't fucking know. Just end the show.
Yeah, we're good. All right, we're gassed out. All right, it's been the Royal Rumble review, a normal 3 out of 5. I think that's great. And I am your Pride of Predictions champion. Hopefully for the rest of the year, because I'll get everything right again. It's been a great system this time. I feel like we should stick to it for whatever we do next.
Let's go back to the old system.
No. So, whatever we do next, I don't know. Theme songs, pay-per-views, merchandise. We'll think of something. It's whatever we want to fucking do. You'll see.
Different types of cheese.
Whatever we want to do. You'll see. It'll be great. We promise. But we don't really care either, so it's fine. What else are we... That's it. We're done. That's it. It's all done. It's been
My name's
Suplah.
Andrew.
Yeah, it's
Bye-bye.
Andrew. I've been Sam Brooks, your Pride of Prediction champion, and we will see you on the next edition of the Suplah.
Why was there so much green cum? What is it? What was that?
Green cum everywhere.
Well, it was just like the fucking Matrix just spaffed out the announce table. Like, I don't understand. What was that? Yoda's seed? I don't fucking...
Maybe the green cum was the friends we made along the way.
What?
I don't know. Let's end it.